So, Sean Hampton came here, bit and turned Harriet? Alright.
Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master.
Yeah. If you just stop crying.
Keep your distance, Echo.
So some... Okay, now... Apparently some Skals are perfectly fine. Well, not perfectly fine, but... At least awake and can talk to me. Maybe some just go... Well, that's to leave, I guess. We don't want to leave yet. We need to talk to Harriet. That's also to leave. Or is it? Maybe not. No. There she is. Let's rob her sewer first. Sewer? Safe. That's the first thing you do when you enter the room of someone. Steal everything they have.
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
How do you feel?
I can't see. I can't move. My body's burning. I feel as if I'm dying over and over again.
And this is the torment that Sean put you in.
Does the pain ever stop?
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry. I don't have the strength.
Your room, the blood. What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
To see if I would be mourned.
You did it on your own?
Do you take pleasure in causing so much pain and sorrow?
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear shed. Poor Harriet. Always the discarded.
You are a horrible person.
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still won't kill.
You are a genuinely horrible person.
Why did you come here?
And why not? This is where I live now. Leave me be.
Will you respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
Except you won't eat anything.
So you desire to stay here?
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak. Poor Harriet. Always alone.
Yeah, alright, sure.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
Huh. I feel like... So she was a gossip, right? So technically I don't really want to tell her anything, but obviously it's who's gonna believe her, whatever. I can say I'm not a Skal, is what I can say.
We are similar, but not the same, Harriet.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
Who was that man? The one murdered in the street?
He used to be my landlord. I lived here for many years before falling ill. Oh, he was an awful man. Disgusting and cruel. So cruel.
Sounds like Cadigan Bates.
You sought vengeance by your own hand, and someone else obliged you. Very convenient. Don't lie to me.
I don't lie. I saw him near the docks, and rightly I wished him dead. And I am happy he is. It's true. But I didn't kill him. I was too tired.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness. Quick, deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reid. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
Okay. Some sort of shadow creature. That's a lot of questions to be asked.
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us. Spend time with us. And I may be willing to answer more questions.
Why do you live here? Amongst filth and vermin?
Live. Here we hide.
What are you hiding from?
Pre-win, I guess.
From the guilt, the shame, from the hunters and the light. And of course, our past.
Why don't you leave the city? Hide somewhere far from the guard of Priwen, the Ascalon Club.
We are the sewer Skals. This is our domain. We have run as far as we can, and now we hide.
Your diction, your words. You do not carry yourself like most Skals I've encountered.
True. I'm not like most Skals.
You were once someone else. What happened to you?
It is as sad as it is long, young Ekon, but it will remain mine.
Can I be of service to you?
We ask but one thing. Reveal to no one our secrets. Do not betray us.
For how long have you been in hiding here?
Skals have been hiding under London since vampires first entered the city.
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claimed ancient tunnels, forgotten caverns, catacombs. We are Skals, groveling beneath the feet of our makers.
I guess they're the monstrous part of the vampires, and Ekons are the more standard, classic vampires, the regal-looking one. I mean, in the end, they're both monsters that drink blood and so on. Now, as for the Volkods, do they all have like that different colored skin, that monstrous size? I want to find out more about those and find out if there's even more of them.
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she's a Skal. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a Skal, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us. I cannot say.
You mentioned that vampire blood has tremendous potency. You believe it to be stronger than your own?
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam. I must go back to Hampton now.
Your kindness has been ample payment, Ekon. To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use our shortcut to reach Mr. Hampton's shelter. Just follow the arrows.
Okay.
Thank you, old Bridget. I hope we'll meet again.
Old Bridget of the Sewer Skulls.
Your place is not here.
What a strange society. This kind of
We're at
throws
your
into
mercy. Will you end us?
throws into question all the brutal murders of those Skals before. Are they like deeper gone Skals, or are they just like thugs who
Keep your
became
distance,
Skals
Ekon.
and therefore became who they are? I don't. Yeah. Well, back to Sean. But so Sean is also a Skal, and old Bridget is also a Skal. So the arrow pointed this way. Am I supposed to continue going up? Oh, there's no more arrows now. I've only seen 2 Ekon so far. I wonder what my maker is. That like blood ghost thing. Well, there was ample warning. What was that? Oh. Raised up like an elevator. I hope I didn't miss much in the sewers. I feel like there was some stuff there. I guess this is the shortcut.
It's locked.
That's a necklace. I wonder if that was whoever's necklace that was in Whitechapel. Was it Whitechapel? No, it's the other place.
It's locked, all right.
Oh yeah, up here. Alright, Sean.
Welcome back, Dr. Reid. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers. Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reid, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
You make no distinction between the living and the Skals, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reid. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
What will be the result if you continue to assist both Skals and the living?
For the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life. What's to change?
You've turned Skal now. Don't you see the danger to anyone giving you their trust?
We are all sinners, awaiting salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty. I am a seeker of his glorious light.
You're forgetting the epidemic. Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Oh, these are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
Does this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
The Dawsons? The wealthiest family in London? Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Not at all. The donation was made before the war. The building was run down. I never met Aloysius Dawson myself.
So you have the run of the place and no one's taken notice?
As long as we keep to ourselves, we interest no one. This is a haven, and I pray it remains so for eons to come.
Like, do you see what you look like? Can you see yourself in the mirror? You can't continue being what you are right now. You look like a monster. Also, he keeps every now and then just like move a little bit to the right and down and then back up again. It's really disturbing. Like his model isn't quite properly attached to the chair. It just happened again. And there. That's just really weird, man. And you can't look me in the eyes.
Harriet, Miss Jones has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Skals, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of his divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I will strive to emulate your merciful nature, Sean, but it's a difficult pledge to make.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
I feel like it shouldn't say, you sacrifice 500 experience in the process. That kind of takes away a little bit from the feel, but yeah. But then it's good that they tell you. I feel like he kind of is maybe a ticking time bomb, but I can't just embrace him and eat him. And I don't feel like turning him is the right option either. He hasn't killed anyone, he hasn't done anything bad, and yeah, he eats corpses, which is weird and strange, but can I really say I've done anything less? I don't think so. It's dangerous, but I think the best option is to spare him.
I believe you, Sean. In fact, I envy the peace you found, and will remember it.
There is love and compassion in your heart. You only need to give it wings.
Thank you for your Kind words, Sean. Continue your noble efforts. You are a good man in bad times.
Keep to the light, my friend. Like all my flock, you have a home here. Anytime you're in the neighborhood.
Master's level is up. The Maker wishes to speak. The district will soon suffer the consequences of your action. Yeah?
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very sick game. I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father.
Someone is toying with me.
29 Pretty Orchard Street. That's near Poplar's district. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there.
Ichabod.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reid, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Well, there was a corpse. Like right here.
Did you see what happened to him?
Actually, yes. He was thrown from the roof like a vulgar log.
Why is it that you sound so afraid?
You didn't see it. He was dead before he hit the ground. The strength required to do such a thing, well, it beggars belief.
Who could have done that?
Who? Well, a vampire, of course. Look, bite marks on the neck and lacerations here. There is definitely a vampire close by.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Whoever did this is not doing this by accident.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reid.
Hello, Lottie. I think we've talked all about them.
Did you see what happened?
No. I was coming back to the shelter from work when I heard an awful scream, and there was this man, dead, just in front of the building.
You saw nothing at all?
No, I told you, just that awful woman's scream.
A woman scream? Are you sure?
Of course. It was terrifying. I thought it was my sister, so I ran. But it was a man I've never seen round here before.
I can't have any follow-up details on that. Just
Goodbye,
strange.
Miss Paxton.
And of course, she hates me, but she might have something to say.
You again? What do you want?
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money too?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you. Badly. Well, thank you, sir.
Will you give the money back to your comrades, then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her son Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
Okay. Investigation succeeded.
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about his death.
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighborhood. A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union. But a murder? That's a first.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
Did you see what just happened?
No, I didn't. And I don't care.
Really? Why is that?
Because this sexist pig is one of the 4 men who blacklisted me. Good riddance, if you ask me.
Well,
Fair
I'll
enough.
leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
I suppose we have another mystery on our hands. With Sean dealt with, or rather not dealt with. I have another trail to follow. Can we go through here? Yeah, we can. Alright. Let's follow the Red Rivers.